see how we did. So we got our little knob here. All right, everybody, welcome back. Here in the shop today, we got our silicone mold finished up, so we're going to go ahead and make an attempt to pour our first lens. So what we got here is this 2-part crystal clear Neat Pro epoxy resin. I have never used this, but this is what we're using. It's on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. What I did was I weighed our old lens. It weighs about 320 grams. And then I measured out 200 grams of one of the resins. I'm going to mix up 400 grams of resin, and I hope that's going to be enough. Also, here we got our vacuum chamber. Once I mix it, there'll be a lot of air bubbles in here. We'll vacuum out the resin to get some air bubbles out of it. I hope that's going to work. Again, I've never done this on my own, so we're going to see how it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and put the second part of this in. Alright, so we got that. Now we got some red dye here. I'm going to just put like very little of this in here. 1 drop. See what this says, the smallest amount possible to achieve the desired color. So let's just try 1 drop of this. Let's see what that gives us. Okay, that looks kind of pink. So we're gonna... Still looking mighty pink. Man, this is low red, but it's not red looking, I don't think. I'm try a little more too. Alright, I don't really like this color, but I'm going to just roll with this since this is our first go round anyway and it's a sample. I'm going to go with this and see how we end up as far as just doing our pour, and I'm going to buy some different dye because it does not seem to be working how we want. So I'm thinking on the next go round I'm going to hand stir the resin. This shit has got a lot of bubbles in it, and I think doing it with the drill, while yeah it's quicker and you make sure it's mixed good, it incorporates too much air in there, so that seems to be one thing I'll change up. This is getting it out of there, but man, it's taking some time. So not the end of the world, but I'm gonna just keep vacuuming it, maybe for another like minute or two. Let it get really drawn out, and hopefully that'll solve our problem. But yeah, the color of this is terrible. I got to get some different dye for sure. This will be a good test too. Make sure I have enough material. If it's not a full pour, then I'll know. I had 400 milliliters on this pour, so I'll know if that's enough or not. So overall, all this stuff's going to be pretty decent test-wise. Whether it's exactly a good usable piece or not remains to be seen. But the other thing I did is I wasn't paying attention, and this is 8-hour resin, which kind of sucks because, you know, I want to make like 10 of these, so it's going to take kind of a while. So next time, after I use this resin up, if I am going to do more, try and find a different resin that maybe, you know, sets up in a few hours or something, if there is such a thing. Alright, I think I'm going to do one more good vacuum down and then we'll try and pour this up and see how it goes. I've also got our little points cover mold over here just in case I have extra. Got a little of this mold release, so I'll go ahead and spray that up, and just in case I have enough, I'll pour one of those and see how that comes out. We'll have a friggin' pink points cover. Yeah, definitely don't want to mix this with the drill again. I'm going to hand mix it. And I'm going to try and pour this real slow, see if some of these air bubbles will come out of here. Well, the weighing the old lens idea actually worked pretty good, because I went a little bit over what I had, and this seems to be almost the right amount. So if you have a lens you're duplicating and you weigh the resin, that seems to do it. So we got a pour there, and it looks like we might have enough to make our points cover. Some real intricate stuff here. Yeah, there's a lot of air in this resin, which kind of sucks, but lesson learned. Do not use the mixer on your drill. Just incorporates too much air into there, so. No big deal. This is a learning process. Like I said, this color of this resin is ridiculous. So I don't think this is going to be enough, but we got our little shift knob mold here too. I'm going to go ahead and pour this in here. I don't think it's going to fill it up, but I actually filled it up. A little overfill, but we can clean that up. And just top this up nice. And now we just got to let it cure. So overall, real pumped with that. Alright, cool. So we got our molds all filled. I'm going to just go ahead and, oh, I don't want to move that. I guess that's going to stay there because it's jiggly and it's wanting to move around on me some. Let me see if I can get it from, there we go. Get it from the sides and the bottom. So we got our test pieces all poured. It'd be cool to see how those come out. And we will be back tomorrow to demold this stuff and see how it goes. And I'm going to go look and see this Alumalite Flow Red resin dye. Sucks ass. Do not buy this. So I'm going to go look for some different stuff and see what I can come up with. And I'm going to get a few different things anyway to do the shift knobs and the different things just to mix it up. Alright guys, so we're back here Friday morning. We did our pours yesterday. Go ahead and start peeling this stuff out of here. See how we did. So we got our little knob here. Pretty cool. This color is hideous. I don't know, it's like peach kind of. I don't know, like a pinkish peach. But you can see the knob came out pretty cool, nice and solid. Oop. So that looks good. Stuff pops out nice with our release agent. We got our points cover here. Pretty cool. Couple little air bubbles in it here. I didn't like we talked about yesterday, too much mixing with the drill. I think got a lot of air incorporated in here that we probably didn't need to do. So let's see if we can get this out now, the big one. Well, my little 3D printed bar, I don't know what's going on with that. The print is like delaminating, so I don't know, maybe some shitty material or something, but anyway, we'll get that out of the way. But overall, the casting came out sweet. Again, we knew the color sucked. And there is some air bubbles in here, but they're mostly in the inside. You can see how much light passes through. So once we get the right resin dye, we should be able to make some of these up with pretty good success. So not too bad for my first time ever doing this. Pretty happy with it overall, and hope you guys enjoyed following us along. We're waiting on our other dye to come in, and then we'll start producing some of these. I think we're gonna just make a small run, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 of these. So if you want one, don't wait around too long, because I'm not gonna make hundreds of them. They're just too time consuming. You have to pour them. I'm not gonna make a bunch of molds. I have to pour them individually and all that stuff. So if you want one, keep an eye here. We'll announce when they go on sale. We'll put them on our website, and you'll be able to scoop one up.